In today's video we are going to discuss about how to plan your meals with limited ingredients, and I will give you 10 easy recipes. Stay at the end. Don't forget to subscribe now to watch more videos like this. Planning meals with limited food supplies can be a challenge, but it is essential during times of food shortages or when you have limited access to grocery stores. In this guide, we'll provide some tips and strategies for planning meals with limited food supplies. Part 1. Assess your food supplies. Before you begin planning your meals, it's important to assess the food supplies you have on hand. Take an inventory of what you have in your pantry, refrigerator, and freezer. Note any perishable items that need to be used up quickly, and consider how long the non-perishable items will last. Part 2. Focus on nutrient-dense foods. When you have limited food supplies, it's important to focus on nutrient-dense foods that will provide you with the energy and nutrients you need to stay healthy. Some examples of nutrient-dense foods include whole grains, such as brown rice, quinoa, and oats. Legumes, such as lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. Canned or frozen fruits and vegetables. Nuts and seeds. Canned or dried meats, such as tuna, salmon, or beef jerky. Part 3. Plan your meals. Once you've assessed your food supplies and identified nutrient-dense foods, it's time to start planning your meals. Here are some tips for planning meals with limited food supplies. Make a meal plan. Plan out your meals for the week, focusing on the nutrient-dense foods you have on hand. Use recipes that require minimal ingredients. Look for recipes that require only a few ingredients and use ingredients you have on hand. Simple meals like rice and beans, vegetable stir-fry, or soup can be made with just a few ingredients. Be creative with substitutions. If you don't have a specific ingredient called for in a recipe, try to find a substitution. For example, if a recipe calls for chicken, but you only have canned tuna, you can use the tuna instead. Cook in bulk. Cook meals in bulk so that you can have leftovers for several meals. This can save time and ensure that you have enough food to last. Use all parts of the ingredients. Don't waste any part of the ingredients you have. For example, you can use vegetable scraps to make stock, or use leftover rice to make a rice pudding. Here are 10 recipe ideas for meals that can be made with limited food supplies. Rice and beans. This classic dish is a staple for a reason. It's nutritious, easy to make, and can be flavored in a variety of ways. Cook up a pot of brown rice and a can of black beans, then season with spices like cumin and chili powder. Vegetable stir-fry. Use whatever vegetables you have on hand, fresh or frozen, and stir-fry them in a little oil with garlic and ginger. Serve over rice or noodles. Tomato soup. Sauté onions and garlic in a pot, then add canned tomatoes, chicken or vegetable broth, and Italian seasoning. Puree with an immersion blender for a smooth soup. Tuna salad. Drain a can of tuna and mix it with some mayo, chopped celery, and onion. Serve on bread or crackers. Peanut butter and banana sandwich. A classic sandwich that's both filling and nutritious. Spread peanut butter on bread, top with sliced banana, and sprinkle with cinnamon. Oatmeal. A breakfast classic that can also be served for lunch or dinner. Cook up some rolled oats and top with fruit, nuts, and a drizzle of honey. Lentil soup. Cook up a pot of lentils with chicken or vegetable broth, carrots, celery, and onion. Season with herbs like thyme and rosemary. Baked sweet potato. Simply bake a sweet potato in the oven until tender, then top with butter, cinnamon, and a sprinkle of salt. Chickpea curry. Sauté onion and garlic in a pot, then add canned chickpeas, diced tomatoes, and curry powder. Serve over rice. Egg salad. Boil some eggs and chop them up, then mix with mayo, chopped celery, and a squirt of mustard. Serve on bread or crackers. These recipes are just a starting point. Feel free to adapt them based on the ingredients you have on hand, and get creative with flavors and seasonings. With a little creativity, you can make delicious and nutritious meals with limited food supplies. Part 4. Conclusion. Planning meals with limited food supplies can be challenging, but it is possible with some careful planning and creativity. By assessing your food supplies, focusing on nutrient-dense foods, and planning your meals, you can ensure that you have enough food to last during times of shortage or limited access to grocery stores. Remember to be flexible, creative, and resourceful, and you can create delicious, nutritious meals with the ingredients you have on hand.